Now, before we formally head off to the Frozen Wilds, there are quite a few collectibles that we didn't see yet. Now, this video won't be a full catalog of all of the collectibles in the game, just the ones we haven't seen. First off, we have the rest of the Vantages. Now, we already got one of them, but the rest of these I'll be showing in chronological order.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 1. Where better to start than at the end? Or where the end started, anyway. Ground zero. Where it all came crashing down. My career first, then everything else. And I mean everything.
Forget about traveling light. Easier when I was a kid.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 2. My father guest lectured here. A 300-level military history course on the age of human manpower. Might as well have been teaching medieval siege tactics. I was 8 when he died.
I can't spare the weight.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 3. I was 13 when I broke in and vandalized this place. Me and that kid, I think his name was Star. It was my first arrest. A real banner day for the Mahdi family. What a messed up kid I was.
Another message from the ancient past.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 4. It's hard to believe Metallurgic International used to be headquartered in this dreary old ziggurat. Wyatt's office was on the 2nd floor from the top. If Emmett had a policy against workplace romances, he probably wrote it.
A Vantage. Another message from the past.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 5. The Grey Swarms opened for Turtle Smash the night I OD'd here. Or so the police report said, anyway. I was 15 years old. When I woke in the hospital, 2 days later, your face was the first thing I saw.
A vantage point. More ruins, more stories.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 7. I was 3 months out of rehab when we went camping out here. Wyatt went to sleep early. So it was just the 2 of us when we stayed up and watched the Perseids. After, as we talked about the stars and space tech, I suddenly knew what I wanted to do with my life.
Found a Vantage. Need to piece the messages together.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 8. Holy crap. That glitched out lifter that crushed your arm and clavicle. Back before you met Wyatt. That was in a mine back beyond these falls. Oh, what a punk I was.
Pass the test. Should have brought a cart.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 9. I was setting up my tent right here when Wyatt's call came through. I came as fast as I could, but you'd already slipped into a coma. We never got a chance to say goodbye.
No room.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 10. So here's where I learned how the world would end. My second apocalypse in a year. Looks like there's a lot of construction going on now. Why would that be?
Not enough snow to bury me. Got too much already.
Day 11. I came out here to die. But instead of overdosing at Wyatt's cottage, I went out walking along the water. I was standing right here when the idea hit me. And the moment it did, I knew I had to do it.
A Vantage. I wonder what it'll show.
Day 12. As we watched the booster arc up into the night sky, riding a pillar of flame, you took my hand, squeezed it, and said, "You have written the story of our family across the stars."
And that's it for all the Vantages. Up next, we have the rest of the Banuk figures. And just like the Vantages, we already got one before, so this will just be the remaining 5.
Some kind of figurine. I think it's Banuk. Another Banuk figurine.
And with the Banuk figures taken care of, we can now look at the rest of the ancient vessels. And now that we got all of the collectibles in the game, we can go back to Meridian and turn them in.
Take a look.
Yes, I remember you. Did you find the vessels I seek? Yes, trade quickly. I have work to do.
So for all of these, we're just going to be getting reward boxes that have quite a few things in them.
I will leave you to the hunt. Be sure to delve into the ruins.
So yeah, 5 modifications per box is, that's quite a lot. And now that we have the ancient vessels taken care of for good, we can now go turn in the Banuk figures.
You can't beat it.
Won't find better wares.
Letting the Oseram decide what to do with him?
Back from the wilds. Find any Banuk relics? You ready? Let's trade then. Come on back if you find any Banuk goods.
And just like the ancient vessels, there are a lot of modifications you pick up.
Don't pass up these goods.
But with 2 collectibles down, we only have the metal flowers to go.
Find better wares. Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Ah, you're back. Did you bring me something lovely? Ah, let us haggle over this beautiful bounty. Till we meet again, my noble Nora. Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
No such thing as time off for
In fact, we get so many modifications by turning these in, I'm actually going to run out of room. So while I go take care of that, there is one more thing we can turn in. There's another merchant in Meridian that sells unique items that you can use to then buy some boxes from here. But we also have those extra special Easter eggs that we've been finding that we can also turn in. So those Blue Gleam boxes are for the DLC, so we don't need to worry about them just yet. So these special boxes give you a ton of materials, a ton of stuff you can sell for a lot of money, and the final one gives you a weird little item. I'm not really sure what the warm socks are supposed to represent. Maybe they're something for Death Stranding when that eventually comes out, but for this game, all you can really do is sell them. And with all the collectibles, we find ourselves now at 100% game completion. So, we're finally ready for the Frozen Wilds.